So they're calling him Don Snorleone. Some are calling him Sleepy Don. In any event, Donald Trump had a disastrous first day at the criminal trial for his falsification of business records to interfere with the results of the 2016 election. And that's where he made the hush money payments to an adult film actress. Donald Trump lost numerous motions early in the day, and then he fell asleep for many minutes in the morning session and then fell asleep over and over again in the afternoon. He could not stay awake. Occasionally, he would kind of all of a sudden wake up and then be very kind of jarred by everything that was going on, and then he would go back to sleep. And following the proceedings, Donald Trump then proceeded to do what Donald Trump does, which is whine about everything and to lie and to make up things. Here's what he posted after the first day and into the evening hours. I'll just share with you a few because you get the point that this is what he posts over and over again. He goes, "Who will explain for me to my wonderful son Barron, who is a great student at a fantastic school, that his dad will likely not be allowed to attend his graduation ceremony, something that we have been talking about for years, because a seriously conflicted and corrupt New York State judge wants me in criminal court on a bogus Biden case, which, according to virtually all legal scholars and pundits, has no merit and should never have been brought. This fake case is solely meant to attack crooked Joe Biden's political opponent, and then me in capitals, and it's just a bunch of whining." I don't know, who's going to explain to Barron that this case was about when he was just born, that you had sex with a porn actress, and then to cover it up made hush money payments to try to keep it from Melania and to try to hide it after a Access Hollywood tape was released of you about bragging how you like to sexually assault women. Who's going to explain that to Barron? Maybe you should explain that to Barron, what this case is actually about, or how you developed a catch and kill scheme with the National Enquirer before making hush money payments to Stormy Daniels to catch and kill other sexual relations that you had with people while Melania was pregnant. You want to explain that to Barron as well? And you think anybody believes that for several years you've been talking to Barron about this? You think anybody even believes you wrote this or even know the name of your son and know that his name is even Barron? Do you think anybody actually believes that? But this is like the new version of Donald Trump saying, "And Justice Engoron claims that my property was valued at $18 million. It was $1.8 billion. He just latches on to something that's not true to whine about over and over again. By the way, Justice Merchan did not rule one way or another about whether or not Donald Trump could be or cannot be at Barron's graduation. All Justice Merchan said, because facts actually matter, Justice Merchan said, "I'm not going to be making a ruling on this now. We'll see where we are in May. We'll see the progress of the case. This is a felony criminal case. I'm not making a ruling in mid-April about a day in late May. So no, I'm not making a ruling one way or another." And by the way, Donald Trump didn't attend the graduation of his other kids. This is from a great reporter, Jeff Pearlman, who says, in 1996, Donald Trump Jr. graduated from the Hill School in Pottstown, Pennsylvania. Donald Trump failed to attend that graduation. In 2000, Ivanka Trump graduated from Choate, a boarding school in Wallingford, Connecticut. Donald Trump failed to attend that graduation. In 2002, Eric Trump graduated from the Hill School in Pottstown, Pennsylvania. Donald Trump failed to attend that graduation. In 2012, Tiffany Trump graduated from Viewpoint School in Calabasas, California. Donald Trump failed to attend that graduation. So in 2024, Barron Trump is graduating from Oxbridge Academy in Palm Beach, and thanks to these legal proceedings, Donald Trump can pretend he had plans on attending. Also, this should be noted as well that shortly before the court adjourned for the day, Donald Trump's campaign sent out a fundraising email falsely claiming he had just stormed out of court. It's reported by Brian Stelter and others. Here's the email Donald Trump sent. I just stormed out of Biden's kangaroo court emergency broadcast from President Trump. I am addressing the nation. I just stormed out of the Biden's kangaroo court right there, which is all false, and none of that actually happened. Then at the end of the proceedings, on Monday, Donald Trump's lawyers tried to ask that, again, because he's Sleepy Don and he's Don Snorleone, Donald Trump does not want to be in this courtroom. So his lawyers tried to argue to Justice Merchan, hey, can Donald Trump not be there at trial on April 25th, the day that there's an absolute presidential immunity argument in Washington, D.C., in the Washington, D.C. federal case being prosecuted by special counsel Jack Smith. And Justice Merchan, who's presiding over this case, said, what are you talking about? He's got to be here. This is a criminal case. This is a felony criminal case. You don't get to just leave and go wherever you want to go. He's expected to be here. He's not required to be at the Supreme Court hearing. By the way, that's recorded. He can listen to it later if he wants, but this is a criminal case. I expect him to be here each and every day. Then Donald Trump made a post about that. He goes, in addition to being prohibited from attending my son Barron's high school graduation, I have just learned that the highly biased judge in the Soros-appointed Alvin Bragg witch hunt case will not allow me to attend the historic presidential immunity argument in front of the United States Supreme Court on Thursday, April 25th, next week. This shows such great disdain and disrespect for our nation's highest court, especially for a topic so important as presidential immunity, without which our country would never be the same. That's where Trump's arguing that he should be able to order SEAL Team 6 to kill his political opponents, and that there should be no prosecution for any of his wannabe dictatorial acts. And there's no reason that he needs to be there at the Supreme Court argument. And Justice Merchan said, this is a criminal case. You will be at the criminal case. So just to see some of the other things that Donald Trump's been posting. Oh, by the way, here is our researchers are furiously working to determine if this photo is real or AI. Here's another one. No cameras in the court, but AI envisions it. Thusly, I find that one funny as well. So Donald Trump, because people are calling him Sleepy Don and Don Snorleone, I've called him before Pervert Hoover. You could kind of use, whatever your nickname is. But you see the photos over there. But Donald Trump's been posting stuff like this from Johnny MAGA. Trump is a bona fide athlete. Fire emoji. And it's like a photo of Donald Trump playing golf. And he's been posting all of these things about himself playing golf. Former President Donald Trump wins the championship at Trump Palm Beach. He won his own golf tournament. How pathetic can you be? One time, holy shit, he made it! Exclamation point. That's what Donald Trump is posting. And then he reposts this other weirdo Kim Jong-un style North Korean propaganda. Trump is winning golf tournaments. Biden is wearing padded shoes. This is what Trump is posting over and over again. Here, Donald Trump, this is where he leaves court, and here's what he's whining about. He's saying that he can't attend his son's graduation because he's always got to be the victim. He's got to find and latch on to something to be a victim about. MAGA is all about victimhood and whiny loserness. Play this clip.
So thank you very much. We had some amazing things happen today. As you know, my son is graduating from high school, and it looks like the judge will not let me go through the graduation of my son, who's worked very, very hard. He's a great student. I'm very proud of the fact that he did so well. And I was looking forward for years to have graduation with his mother and father there, and it looks like the judge isn't going to allow me to escape this scam. It's a scam trial.
And here's Donald Trump whining also and saying that he can't attend the absolute immunity hearing before the Supreme Court. Whining. Play the clip.
In addition, as you know, next Thursday, we're before the United States Supreme Court at a very big hearing on immunity. And this is something that we've been waiting for a long time. And the judge, of course, is not going to allow us. He's a very conflicted judge. And he's not going to allow us to go to that. He won't allow me to leave here for a half a day, go to D.C. and go before the United States Supreme Court because he thinks he's superior, I guess, to the Supreme Court. We got a real problem with this judge. We have a real problem with a lot of things having to do with this trial, including the DA, because you go right outside and people are being mugged and killed all day long, and he's sitting here all day with about 10 or 12 prosecutors over nothing. Over nothing. Over what people say shouldn't be a trial.
And as all of this was going on, Donald Trump's Trump media stock absolutely tanking. It was down like 18% on Monday. We made this little scorecard, Trump trial, day one, so you can follow along of all of the things that happened in court on Monday, how Trump filed a motion to recuse Justice Merchan, and that was denied. Justice Merchan ruled that evidence of Trump's pattern and practice of catching and killing stories about women he had sex with while Melania was pregnant and had just given birth can come in as part of a overall pattern and practice and scheme. Maybe you want to share that with Barron, Donald. Trump subpoena to the Department of Justice actually backfired. Turns out that there was actually some pretty bad information for Donald Trump that may never have even gotten out had Donald Trump not tried to delay these proceedings with that sham. The Manhattan District Attorney filed a motion to hold Donald Trump in contempt. There will be a contempt hearing against Trump for April 23rd. Trump kept on falling asleep. Donald Trump did not submit his Sleepy Don cannot submit his defense exhibits in time. And so the judge said you need to submit them in 24 hours. The jurors arrived. Trump falls asleep again. And now we're in the voir dire process right there. It's Don Snorleone. I got to get with the nickname a little bit better. I was trying to think about it before. Don Snorleone. Sleepy Don. I'll work on it with you. Anyway, that's where we're at right now. Kind of whiny, panicked. And I do find this funny. This was posted by the Biden campaign, kind of mocking Donald Trump. It's a funny meme right here. I'm not sure. I've seen this meme in other contexts, but here, let's pull it up right here. Sitting in court, I sleep. Posting at 3 a.m. about taking away a woman's right to choose. Real shit. Some good meme work. That's some good meme work right there. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 3 million subscribers together. Thank you for watching and have a good day.
Enough! Send it to the big house, not the White House. Get the new exclusive tees, mugs, and stickers right now at store.MeidasTouch.com. That's store.MeidasTouch.com.